viewers, it's Suzanne and I am coming to you from my new back porch. The move was a success and I even sold a bunch of stuff in December even though I wasn't shopping or listing. So welcome to my sales update video where I will explain all of that. And it is a little cold and a little windy out here, so this intro won't be too long, but I just wanted you to see where I am, and you will be seeing lots of photos and videos taken out here from this location because I have never lived in such a beautiful or quiet place before. So thanks for tuning in, and let's get started with my sales update for December. Okay, we're going to start off with my biggest sale ever. I paid $3.18 for this 1950s autograph book. It sold for $9.99.97. My profit was $8.49.13, and I have an entire video about this item and the experience of selling it. The link to that is below this video. So we've got that out of the way. Let's talk about some clothing items. This vintage Ralph Lauren sweater, lamb's wool with an interesting crest on the front. I paid $6.35 for this. Took an offer of $50. Profit was $37.84. And I picked this up just because it looked unusual. I've never seen a crest like that one before. So my gut feeling was this would do well, and it did. Next is this Jack Be Quick sweater. I knew this would sell for Valentine's Day. It sold in late December. Sequins, appliques, angels, hearts, just really cute. I paid $3.18, took an offer of $40. Profit was $31.33. And along the same lines, this Quaker Factory sweater, I paid a little bit more than normal for this because this came from a little independent thrift store where I bought a bunch of other stuff. And I just thought it was cute and I knew it would sell in the winter time. I paid $8.48 for this, sold it for $27. Profit was $15.30, and just the sequins and the ice skates were really cute. It also has sequins on the back. Another sweater, this one is 100% cashmere. It was very thick, oversized, and cable knit. I paid $6.35 for this, took an offer of $40. Profit was $28.28. And remember that under the video I have linked to my sold items. So if you ever want to go and look at the actual listing or look at other things I've sold, that link is there for you. Pajamas sell really well in the winter. These Nick and Nora pajamas sold for full price of $49.97. I paid $6.35. Profit was $37.72. And I picked these up because they were an extra large size and have the sock monkey pattern, which is popular. Another pair of Nick and Nora items, the top and the bottom pajamas. I paid $3.18 for these. They sold for $39.97. My profit was $30.17. And these were a little bit faded, which I did note in the listing, but it didn't matter. In my experience, anything with dogs on it sells really well, especially if it's a specific breed. So just keep that in mind. Next is a Lands of Salzburg nightgown. Flannel, classic style, fun for Christmas. I paid $4.24, took an offer of $42. Profit was $31.35. So just to recap the pajamas, we've got profit of $37, $30, and $31. So if you're not looking at the pajamas, you may be leaving some gems behind. Okay, next are these Under Armour Scent Control leggings. I had sold these a couple months ago and they were returned because they did not fit. They sold the first time for $22, but the second time they sold for $39.97. So my profit on these were $29. Just an example of don't let returns get you down. You can always sell the item again and maybe for more than you did the first time. So I sold it for almost twice the second time than I did the first time. So just remember that. Next is this cachet silk top, new with tag, $128 tag on this item. I paid $6.35, took an offer of $36. Profit was $25.19. This was a fun item, vintage Borsalino, which is Italian, hat made of wool and alpaca. I paid $4.24, took an offer of $65. Profit was $57.58, and this went to Germany. And just a side note, there's some kind of false information or rumor going around on social media that people don't donate things worth more than $30. I have no idea where that came from, but this is my 18th year on eBay, and I would not have been selling for this long if that information was correct. And you can see the items in this video alone, most of them are selling for more than $30. So again, I don't know where that fake news came from. It is absolutely not true. Check my Money Making Mondays $100 supersize sales videos also, because people donate stuff all the time. They're trying to clean out. They're not evaluating prices on every single item that they are downsizing out of their home. And a lot of people are under a time crunch to get it done. So they don't even have time to evaluate every single item they're giving away, and they may not even care. So if you've heard that rumor, that's exactly what it is. It is misinformation, fake news, whatever you want to call it, but it's absolutely not true. All right, next is a pair of vintage Anye gloves, and yes, that's how you pronounce it. I actually have an entire course in my premium library about Etienne Anye and the leather goods. So check out that course for more information about this high dollar brand. Anyway, I paid $2.65 for this pair of leather gloves. They sold for $40. Profit was $30.46, and these went to Korea. Next is a pair of Morris Feel gloves. I had never heard of these. They were in one of those miscellaneous bins mixed in with all kinds of other stuff. And I just thought, these look unusual. So I looked them up, and they are shooting gloves. They're made of wool. Maybe military issue, I'm not quite sure, but they sold very quickly. I paid $3.18 for these, took an offer of $30. I had them priced at $39.97. So my profit was $22.81. And you can see that I am committed to my mission of selling small, lightweight, easy to ship items, things that don't take up a lot of room. Accessories are wonderful. They're quite profitable. This is a pair of Michael Kors prescription eyeglasses. I paid $2.12 for these. They sold for full price of $49.97. My profit was $41.94. I have a class on selling eyeglasses in the premium library if that's something you want to learn about. It's about a 2-hour course that explains everything you need to know, so you can check that out. Here's another small lightweight item, Trafalgar suspenders. I paid $1.06 for these, sold them for $30. They shipped to Thailand. My profit was $23.35. Another small, lightweight item I'm doing well with is wallets. This is a vintage Rolf's attaché wallet. It zips open and had all these compartments on the inside, but apparently was a very specific model that people like. I paid 50 cents for this. It was mixed in a hat bin, put in the wrong place where it shouldn't have been placed, but I found it. It sold for $15. Profit was $13.21. Not a huge profit, but steady sellers for me, and it's one of those overlooked items in the thrift store. Here's another wallet. This brand is Lotus. It was a fun animal print with a metallic background. I paid $2.08 for this. Sold it for $25. Profit was $20.35. Here is another Rolf's leather wallet. I paid $3.18 for this. Took an offer of $18. Profit was $13.07. This is a vintage Mori luggage wallet billfold. I paid $2.18. Took an offer of $20. Profit was $15.34. This was not my item. I sold it for a friend, but it fits with small, lightweight, and easy to ship, so I was on board with that. 1971 sterling silver pendant. So I didn't pay anything for it. It sold for $75. My friend's profit was $62.26 after eBay fees. I did not charge a fee to sell this for her because she's a good friend, and it was just such an easy thing to sell. I didn't mind doing it for her. Okay, this is a vintage granny square afghan. I paid $6.36. It sold for full price of $84.97, making my profit $63.14. This went to the Swiss Alps. And the way I shipped it was I put it in a space bag and then I sucked it down with the vacuum so it was like completely flat and compacted and very easy to ship. So you can get space bags at the dollar store, and they are handy for things like linens or seat cushions or pillows or big puffy jackets where you can suck the air out of the bag and compact the item even more. So if you're not using this technique for those types of items, you might want to get a few space bags at the dollar store and try that out. Okay, next are these Starbucks tumblers. I paid $3 for the set. They sold for $34.97 full price. My profit was $26. This is a Thule, which is Swedish Gauntlet laptop case. It's a hard shell laptop case. I paid $3.18 for this. It sold for full price of $49.97. Very lightweight and easy to ship. And it went to a construction company in California. And I'm like, that's perfect because they need to protect their computer when they're out there in the field among all this construction stuff. So I felt like this item found a good home. This is Bath & Body Works Freesia Shower Gel. It's a discontinued scent. I paid $4.24 for this. It sold for $29.97, making my profit $23.42. And this was behind the counter at Goodwill. I had to ask them to get it for me. So don't be afraid of looking behind the glass case at your thrift stores because there's all kind of stuff in there that you can afford and you can flip for good money. This is a vintage Baby Dior blanket. This was actually a gift for my daughter when she was born in 1994. So we paid $0 for it. When I was downsizing yet again to move this time, I went through both my kids' baby things again and asked them what they wanted to keep. Every time I move, I downsize that a little bit more. but I do keep sentimental things from when they were babies and, little kids. But anyway, she didn't want this. It had a stain on it. So I'm like, what the heck? I'll try to sell it. And it sold within about a week. Got an offer for $30, making profit $26.76. And the buyer told me that she had one like this as a baby and she wanted to use it for her baby that's on the way. So I thought that was neat. And it had a couple of stains on it, which I noted in the listing, but she didn't care and she was very happy with it. Okay, and the last item is this Waterpik toothbrush refill. This was mixed in the office supplies, so it pays to look through all that stuff because it just gets all mixed together in the back of the thrift store. I paid $1.06 for this, sold it for $19.97 full price, making my profit $16.91. Okay. Now for the numbers. The number of items in my store is now down to 375 items. And as little as 3 months ago, I had about 700 items. So I've really been working on shrinking my inventory and choosing higher profit items so that I don't have to have as much on hand. And moving and putting everything on hold for a couple of weeks to get moved has really given me a break from the frantic pace of shopping and listing. And I've been able to step back and see that things will still sell if you're not frantically listing all the time. You don't have to be shopping all the time. I really like this pace a lot better, so we'll see how that goes. I'm okay with more items. I just want to make sure they're the right ones, they're higher profit, and they're small. Because moving my business really showed me that you can accumulate a lot of stuff if you're not paying attention. And I just really like storing and shipping these very small items. I sold a total of 90 items in December. I had not been thrifting since October 31st. I went one time in December, and that's when I found that autograph book. And I still haven't been back to the thrift store yet, and it's January 5th. That's coming this week. I'm just still getting organized, but I'm ready to get back out there. So I did sell 90 items, even though I hadn't been shopping or listing new items. My total profit for the month was $2,034. And yes, most of that was from that one item, the autograph book, but that just shows me really high profit items are out there. I found one, I can find more. So that's the way you need to think about this business is there's always going to be things to find, and the stream of product out there coming into thrift stores or at estate sales or garage sales is just never going to stop. It's only going to get bigger. My average profit per item was $22.61. I'm shooting for 30 or above this year, so we will see how that goes. Okay, and before I end this video, I wanted to show you some photos taken from my new back porch of the beautiful scenery and especially the sunsets that I get to see every single day. incredible view all the time, and I will be sharing that with you in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.